Don't you think you ought to tell me who you are first?
Why?
On a bright, sunny, or rainy day, I can listen to Kay Rene. Topics of the day: why sex don't match the love, our relationship sucks, why the boys play, experience immaturity, politics and currency gains, economics. Spotify it, you can find it. Sign of the times for the deaf, dumb, and blind. Don't miss it. Call the number one, state your name and what's your interest. Kay Rene, Kay Rene.
Well. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kay Rene Show. I'm your favorite podcast host, Kay Rene. And it is Saturday. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood in Baltimore City. Living just enough for the city. Yes, it is sunny here. It is warm. It's like 82 degrees. Summer is not over, okay? It is still summering. And we have until next week until we can officially say it is gonna be fall. Yes. I like fall. I really do. I like fall. It's like an in-between of everything, and it's so fresh and so clean. It's got a crisp smell to the air. And, it's almost like, swada wada. We almost gonna be ready for swada wada. Swada wada. I love swada wada. Swada wada. Sweaters with leggings, sweaters with jeans, sweaters with boots. Swada wada. I can't wait for Saturday Night Live to come back on. I think they come back next Saturday, as a matter of fact. No, I'm lying. I think it's the weekend after. So, yeah, a little mixed up in the head. But I knew it was September. Do you remember? Yes, September. So, you guys, it's been a good week. Cannot complain. I hope you guys have been well and swell. I have been very busy. I'm going to be even busier in a few more moments or so, a few hours later. I'm going to be baking for my life in here, honey. And I have been busy this morning and I am here with you. It is a new episode. And so welcome back. If you want to follow me, you can do so at Spreaker, which is right here. It pushes my content out to all the beautiful streaming platforms around the world. That would be Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google, YouTube, everybody that has streaming podcasts. You can find my show, it's because I'm doing a great job. And, I want you to follow my YouTube page, which is at Kay Rene Show, because that's where I do the live edition and you can see me. I know you want to see me. I know you see me on the video. True. I know you want to see me on my own page with content, being who I am, which is sparkly and just a beautiful soul. And that is more so like the live edition of the audio part of the podcast. It's a little shorter. Sometimes it's about a little bit of the same amount of time. Sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick, but it's over there. And you can look at the content, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody else, because sometimes, I just want to provide smiles and laughter to everybody in the world. I just want to entertain you, let me entertain you. Every Saturday, you can join me here for a new episode along with my YouTube page for a new episode of the live version. So yes, make sure you follow me on all the social media handles. Not really, but for the majority, the ones I actually fuck with. IG, which is _ Kay Rene Show. And also on TikTok at Rene Show. And YouTube. And that's pretty much it. I'm kind of backing away from the Facebook land. It's boring over there. It's not the same. It's different. And I made a promise to myself that as I turned another chapter, I was not going to be posting as much over there. You know what I mean? And I think all the social media handles, for whatever reason, has their own little ways of doing little mice traps. Because if you post a story in your IG, then you can see who looked at it. Doesn't mean that they necessarily, of course, reply or, like it. It makes me question, though. Like, when you put stuff in your stories, why do people not react? Like, why do they not, give a like all the time? Or is it just because you're not supposed to? Is that just the protocol with the stories? Like, you basically put one in there and you're just like, that's it. So odd. So very weird. Captain's log. I just, whatever. I mean, I guess with me, when it comes to me looking at your posts and your stories, I react. I send a heart. Something. If it's funny, I send a kiki, an LOL, whatever. But other than that, yeah. And Facebook, you can see who looked at your stuff. But I think, honestly, when it comes to stories, it's just the way that the people who don't reply or react to your posts in real time in front of the live studio audience, because they don't want people to know that they still really fuck with you like that. And you know what I do when you inbox me, because you don't want to let people know that we're still friends and that you still fuck with me like that? I don't reply to your stories or your Instagram messages or your DMs in my Facebook. I pretend like you don't exist, like I don't exist to you, really. But you want to fuck with me when it's convenient to fuck with me, because you can't fuck me and you won't. And you can't fuck me over. So, ain't no fucking going on around here. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to be fucked. Not that way. In a good way. But yeah, fuck you. So how about that? Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Fuck you. No. Anyway, I'm just playing around. But if you are new to the show, yes, follow me and follow me so you can be entertained. So last week I dropped the episode because last week was my goddamn birthday, and guess what? It's still Virgo season until you kick us out of here next week. So we got the rest of this weekend and next week to go, and then we'll go into fall, and then Libras, I guess y'all can fucking have it. You can have it, Libras, after we're done, okay? And like I said, when it's your birthday, it's like your new year of starting anew for yourself within your life. And that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping very quiet. I'm not posting so much. I'm not being so vocal about everything that I'm doing behind the scenes. I do be feeling like the Wizard of Oz, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. That is me. I am behind the curtain. I'm staring up a witch's brew, and I'm ready for Halloween. I am. I don't know what I'm going to be yet, but I'm ready. That's what I like about fall. The darkness falls across the land. We can do Halloween. We got I guess as I get older, the other traditional holidays like Thanksgiving and shit, I just be feeling like it's just a day to eat. And I'm so sick of the traditional Thanksgiving food anyway. So it really doesn't I want to eat, turkey. I can make turkey tomorrow, So, you're right. But anyway, I try to do things a little different anyway for Thanksgiving, but my mom seems to be cooking, and I guess that's what she wants to do. It seems like her and my aunt be on this competition thing, like who's coming to the house, whose house, Ron's house, say what, and I think the last couple of years it's been the competition on who's gonna cook, because my aunt usually cooks. Thanksgiving. Everybody go over there, but it's more like a to-go type of situation. Like, you can eat, but you got to eat quickly because she got other plans. She's a single auntie. She don't have any kids. And so, and I appreciate her doing what she do for us. Ain't nobody going to take that away from her. But, my mom, mom's cooking is just different. So, whatever. It's mom. But mom lives closer. And I like when mom hosts. You know what I mean? I like it. But other than that, we'll see. We'll see. It's too far down the road. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, birthday was last week. I had a great time. Dinner was great. Thanks for everybody that shouted me out on my YouTube page. You guys are the MVP for real. I appreciate you. I do this for you guys. Oh, thank you so much. I do it for you guys. I had a good time. The party was doonch, 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 doonch. That was dope. Beetlejuice. That was even better. I mean, it was so good. I enjoyed it. I know it's been a lot of mixed reviews with it, but I really did enjoy it. My son enjoyed it. He didn't talk. We had that talk before we went, so I could tell him, don't be talking. And, so we enjoyed ourselves. We had a really good time out for dinner, the club, and then the movie with my son, and then it was back to work. So any other Virgos out there, happy birthday to you that you're listening and tuning in. I appreciate you definitely for the love and the support, the continuous support. What else did I want to tell you? I may and may not be here next Saturday. I'm going to actually call it right now. I'm not going to be here next Saturday because it is a couple of things going on Saturday and it's going to be too busy for me. And the only way I'm going to be able to do this show is if I'm like just live in the streets and recording in the midst of my day. It's just not going to work, so I will hit y'all back on the backhand side, and the week after, so it's going to be fine. You'll be fine. Everybody's going to be okay. And, you'll still love me. Okay. So moving forward, let's talk about what the hell has been happening within this week.
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah. And when you come to the end, stop. See?
Stop, see? Yes, stop. All right, so it has been, like I said, it's been a really good week. It has been a really good week. No problems. Things are falling into play. First and foremost, let me tell you, again, if you missed the last episode last week, I did a recap on how my trip went, and it was called Vampires, Ghosts, and Lizards. Oh my. It's something like that. I told y'all, I will fuck I'll fuck the title up as much as I can. Yep. But you get the gist. You'll find it and you'll see it. And I talked about my trip and pretty much it wasn't really like a big to-do topic. But 45 has been 45ing. So let me tell you all, I watched the whole motherfucking debate. Okay? The presidential debate. Here's the thing. I don't know if I was supposed to be entertained that much. Are you not entertained? I kikied and cackled in this motherfucker like I was watching a new Cat Williams stand-up on Netflix or something. Like an all-star comedy. Like Donald Trump truck is hilarious. His face expressions. The fact that he just fucking windmilled verbally every question, it was simple yes and no's. I know there was some things Kamala didn't completely fully answer either, okay? And I know as far as when it comes to politicians, yes, both sides lie. Yes, they do. It's just like when you got the kids that are running for class president in school, middle school and high school, and we're going to get vending machines and Snickers are going to be $1. You know, you'd be like, yeah, vote for that motherfucker. Jamie can do it, you know, and Jamie can't do shit because nobody even said anything about the funds that the school could actually use to put a goddamn vending machine that's going to give out Snickers for $1. You know what I mean? But it sounds good. You know, at least she did come to the table with some plans, some ideas to share, okay? Everything for, you could see the frustration. Geminis, let me tell you, y'all are creatures of the night. Children of the night. You guys, y'all really are. You're wild as fuck. And let me explain, okay? And don't get me wrong. You know, there are some really good people out here who are Geminis. They are. But the coding word for Geminis, like Leo's code word is Lee-ho. Because a lot of them be hoeing around. They do. They wild. They're animals. They're fire sign. They're the lions. And they are hot in the pants. I mean, come on. They hot. Fire, man. And then and Geminis, the coding for Gemini is Gemini, because they lie so much. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. I think they be so confused sometimes in their own mind what they just said, which just did not make sense. But they're like, yeah, I do believe. I still believe. Yes. No. Because we don't believe. And now if anybody in their right mind, I'm sorry, my braces, y'all, is fucking with my gum. Was in their right mind watching this shit and looked to see the person of who he truly is, that should definitely shift your mind a little bit. But not really. Because when some of the correspondents were on CBS Morning going out to different states, talking to different people, and was asking, you know, from how did they feel about the presidential debate and what did they feel, you know, between the two. And there were still motherfuckers that was really still pulling for this motherfucker. Like, yeah, Trump still has my vote and he's gonna do. What is he gonna fucking do? What did he say he was gonna do? He didn't say he was gonna do nothing. He ain't did shit. And then he's a business. Yeah, we get it. He's a businessman. Exactly. Yes. Back in the day, people they fucked with Trump. They did. Until he, you know, was running for president. They fucked with him on The Apprentice. They loved the fact that you're fired, you know, and then they're putting a movie together for that also. I just seen that, you know, but the fact that they're putting it together and making it, I'm not interested. But, listen, let me say this. Is so many guys on my Facebook, I didn't unfriend, but unfollowed. Because the thing is, I'm just, like I said before, several episodes back, this is going to cause the great divide. The divide between as far as who you can see within their true colors shining through and being so political and voicing their opinions of who they like, who they don't. You know, you Kamala motherfucking Negroes and now everybody loves her and, you know, this, that, and the third. Now, I mean, let's be real. This is how I see things. And this is 1,000%. The way I see it is when men are so gung-ho for Trump, I think what they stopped realizing as far as not looking at the big picture, that this motherfucker is not for your girl. He's not promoting anything to help women. He's trying to take everything away from us women, our bodies, our choices, our way of making choices over our body, our health care. Fuck that. Just the fact of trying to prosecute and lock women up because of the fact that they don't want to have children because they were raped, or they're making special accommodations for situations like that. No, you said you would basically like reject that, not sign off. And so therefore you want this whole fucking country to really become Handmaid's Tale for fucking real. And when I see It's because I'm a black woman, so I'm speaking on behalf within my black brothers out here, who then, where you don't even take in consideration of your own black wife if you have one, black girlfriend if you have one, fuck that, your black mother if she's still alive, within the fact of letting her be able to make the decision and choice for herself. See, men are very intimidated by women, but don't forget the simple fact that when it comes to this country, there's more women than men. And I just want you to understand, I just want you to know that ebony eyes, yes, we run the world, we run the world. School's in session, motherfuckers. You better fucking count your goddamn lucky charms. And I'm telling you, on top of that, the stars that align with it, because that is where I get really fucking turned off. And see, maybe that's why I'm single right now, is because I don't need a great divide in my household with my person, spouse, significant other to be, telling me within reasons as to why he makes sense for you to vote for him, and then the fact of not looking at policy as to what he's going to do to make this place a better place for you and me. Because we are the fucking world. We are the children. We're going to make a brighter day. So we're going to have to start using our common sense and paying attention. As far as, a lot of people like, if voting for Kamala, that's going to set us back to where we are, plus backwards. But he wants to take us backwards. So when you think about this election, think about the education, think about your children, that if you have kids that haven't even made it to college yet, thinking about going to college, or how about the fact of how they're going to learn, and then you got this motherfucker taking away everything within history when it comes to black history, trying to not let women have rights over their body, and then the simple fact, did y'all see how he was basically charged within all these counts and felony? Like, seriously, did y'all pay attention to this shit? Did you? I don't give a fuck what you think he's probably not saying or is saying enough for you, because I just don't, want to be honestly in a world where people are eating their goddamn pets and the cats and dogs and the new motherfucking animal, the goddamn geese. Because I guess it's kind of like duck and you just pick them up and put them on the barbecue. Now, people have said also, they have shown videos of this shit, that this shit is really happening. But, all right. Anyway, enough about that. Taylor. Goddamn Taylor Swift. Did we trade Taylor over for Kanye? Is she our new one? She's now on the dark side. She's with us? Because that bitch posted a picture with her goddamn cat and was like, I'm for Kamala. And now if y'all know that it is Taylor Nation out this motherfucker all over the land, not even just this country, everywhere. You know what I mean? Them girls are going to be registered up. And I forgot how many numbers or whatever happened of her launching her endorsement. And the fact that with her young John, her following, I think, I honestly don't remember the percentage, but she got the motherfuckers up and moving around and registered voters. Okay, that's what I can say. And I'm going to say this right now. I know she's a fucking annoying on the football games that I don't watch. That's y'all shit. But on the same token, though, Taylor's doing her motherfucking thing, and I commend her for that. Yep. You gotta give credit where it's due. Seriously. Diddy did this. We don't want to talk about Diddy. Diddy did this to The Rock to vote. Some of the other artists and rappers and stuff from back in the day did it to get people out to vote, But she just has more of a one-up, Talking about the fact that, yep, that's where she is. She's going to sue Donald Trump. Somebody else was going to sue him for using their song in his campaign and did not ask permission, making them think like, oh, I'm a part of his shit. Who the fuck was that? Oh my God. They said, not over here you fucking won't, sir. Cause he did do that with Taylor's song and was like, don't get it twisted. Don't play my shit. I never said I was endorsing you for anything. Nothing. Damn. Oh, it was Jack White. Seven Nation Army. That's who it was. He's like, no, the fuck you won't. And I fucks with Jack White. He said, not me. I ain't never say that shit. So yeah, it's gonna, this shit is brutal. I'm just like, can we see the Tyson fight? Please. I'm ready to see Tyson fight real quick. Cause that's in November. But anyway, Boeing is on strike. Wow, knew that was coming. You know, gee, this is not the place to be right now. You know, you be like, yo, I'm going to go to that party. That shit's going to be fresh. It's going to be slamming, jamming on the one. No, Boeing, God damn it. Now they can't get no, I think it's the 777 Max or the 757. I'm just glad my mom retired from there years ago and does not have to deal with this crazy shit, because that shit, it's nuts. You can't get the goddamn people home from up in space. They was like, we gonna send something up, but it's not to bring y'all. We just dropping shit off, you know, so in other news, I think I found my soul brother. Yes, went out and went on a walkthrough to do an estimate for a potential client the other day. And just got to talking, vibing, energy was good, you know, and I quote the price. And he was like, I love it. You're hired. And I was like, thank you. And I mean, it was so cool to the extent that, you know, I was just picking up this vibe from him. And I was like, when is your birthday? He's like, I am in September. He's like, it just passed. I said, oh, you're a Virgo like me. He said, yes. I said, my birthday just passed too. I said, it was September 7th. And he was like, shut up. And I was like, it was. He was like, oh, give me a hug again. He was like, you are my soul sister. My birthday was September 7th. And I was like, no way. And I feel like every time us Virgos run into another Virgo, it's just like a whole surprise party again. It's like, yay, we're so like the best. And then we really started talking a lot. And we were just like, you know, like us Virgos, we got to learn how to cut the goddamn conversations. But I should have picked up on his sarcasm and his energy of him being at work and stuff and talking to the people. And I was like, oh, he's hilarious. He's like me. I mean, it was so cool. So I got a new contract, you guys. So I'm so fucking excited. Yes, ring the bell. Ring the alarm. Yay. I'm excited. New money. And tomorrow is my pop-up cake shop. So if you guys are in the Baltimore area, I know the game comes on tomorrow, but I'll be there from 12 to 3. Come by, get a slice or 2 or 3 from You're Missing a Slice Cakes, homemade home baker of the pound cake flavors. Okay, I am selling $3 a slice, 2 for $5, depending on how it goes. I'm going to have Raven's Pound. It's going to be so pretty. It's going to be purple, white, and black marble cake, vanilla. Then I'm going to have some slices of lemon, and I'm going to have some slices of orange as well. So please stop by. Come get your smoke, your, medical, your pharmaceuticals, medical marijuana, whatever you got to get in there. And come get some cake and see me and come say hi and take a picture and support. So that's what I'll be doing. So I got to bake these goddamn cakes, man. So it's going to be a busy day. Shannon motherfucking Sharp. Whoa, Nelly. See, that's why you gotta be careful when you're older and you don't know how this social media shit work out. You put your goddamn sex shit on live, okay? Instagram. I don't really fuck with Instagram live. I don't. But the way he explained it, like, that shit was going down nitty-gritty style. And he threw the phone on the bed, Michelle on the bed too, I guess. I don't know, but they keep talking about, I didn't hear the tape. I didn't hear the audio. I just keep hearing him and seeing him apologize for this shit. And that he just, tries to conduct himself in a very professional manner. So he got caught up on the tape having sexual relations with Michelle. And they got so many goddamn memes and videos and jokes around social media. It is so not funny, but it so fucking is. So anyway, poor Shannon. So yeah, man. 45. This is what 45 is. I don't know if you guys remember the movie This Is 40. But This Is 40 was like one of those introduction movies. And I remember watching it in my 30s. And I was like, oh my gosh, like 40 can't be like that. Oh, yes, the fuck it is, man. 45 being the halfway point to 50. It's different. It's different. It comes with a lot of different shit. Okay. Like I just said, I just watched this presidential debate and I don't normally do that kind of shit. But I mean, I'll catch bits and pieces from like the clips and, what people post as far as on the social medias. But, I'm so interested in things I never thought I would have been interested in. And being also, I may have said this before because that's how the brain works at 45. You don't remember everything. Why is no one ready? I'm ready. I am. Anyway, I'm like the retiree woman, being that I work from home. So my mindset is like an older lady mindset, the Young and the Restless, everything that I watched, even being sick as a child, it has come back full circle. And these are my shows during the day. But again, I don't know the people as far as Young and the Restless, what's going on. I'm not following it. It's my background, but damn it, I'm sure I could tell you about it. I know I can. I'm watching the news a little bit more. I can't really wait to go to bed, to lay down. I find comfort in that. Now, again, love is still the message, okay? It is still the goal. I still want that shit. I really do. I'm getting bored, you guys. I'm getting bored. And I have to psych myself out to be like, no, you're not, and see, when I get bored, I start pulling in other shit to do. Fucking new classes. I'll have a new degree, baking cakes like a fucking Giant's Bakery, and I'll find another pop-up shop. I'll be selling at the church or something. I'm just saying, like, I'm getting so bored. And like I said, I see the separation of my son and I. Like, he's not hanging out with me as much like that anymore. And that's cool. He's into his own little thing, and that's fine and everything. But, mama needs her own friends too. Like, not just the ones that really don't, hang out all the time, or you can hang out with sometimes. I'm not talking about no good fucking girlfriends. Man, fuck them. I love y'all though. I do. For the ones I do have. Y'all really are the MVPs. But I mean, god damn, I'm bored, okay? And be fucking real with y'all. I'm bored. I'm bored in bed, okay? I want someone that I can pillow talk with. That's what I need. I'm still looking for that. I am. And don't be shy, to ask me out. Step right up. Just come try your hand and see if you're lucky. No, seriously, like, because I think, honestly, I know some people still do have insecurities and they have a shyness and they won't just come be like right out and bold with everything. But, I can't keep being the bold ginger ale. I can't be that one. I love bold ginger ale. It's so good. It make you give me that burn. Give me that burn. No, that sounds weird. I don't want nothing to burn. Gotta let it burn. No, the ginger ale is really strong, and I like ginger ale that's strong. They used to have something called tiger ale. There we go. Off on a fucking tangent, bitch. Come the fuck out the rabbit hole. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, like I was saying, I'm bored in bed. I want a pillow talk. I want to be able to have little shows to watch with my person. And like I was saying, don't be scared and shy to ask me. You got to take a chance. You got to shoot your shot. Okay. You never know. You never know. You just got to ask. And I want you to be bold enough to ask, especially if you just be like, man, fuck it, I'm just going to ask her. You get to ask then. You'll see. You might be surprised. And I attract, honestly, I don't know why. That earth in me, well, I am earth, fire. So I attract to air signs. Oh, I love an air sign. They're so magical. They are. But they just swirl my little world around, I guess, because they move the earth. They blow the dust around on the earth. Not that I'm not dusty, but just saying, the metaphor I was trying to give because I'm earth sign. But earth, they're social. They're very that person that people just attract to them. They have this charisma about them, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Cunty. No. But all jokes aside, I love earth and water. Earth and water. Yeah, those are good ones. Aquarians. Libra. Not the Gemini. I already told you about the Geminis. Never again. And that water, Cancer, and them Scorpios. Pisces, nah, y'all are real fucking, you're my opposite sign, so I don't mesh well with you. On a friendship tip, yes, probably relationship wise, it would never fucking work, never work. But yeah, I do. So I'm bored. Yeah. I want somebody to talk to, pillow talk, have a show to watch, couple of shows, whatever, fuck. Good shit that I should be doing right now in this age. So it's coming. I know it. It's manifesting. I'm manifesting everything. I'm magical like that. I manifested my money. I manifested that new contract. So it's the last thing. It's just one more. Jesus, help me, please. Send them to me. But 45, it is different. And really, seriously, it's really different. I just want to ask a question real quick. People working from home, are we actually still being discreet as far as when it comes to our background noises, or we just don't give a fuck because it's been going on 5 years for me. I know I try to be discreet when I have to make certain calls because I'm a communications supervisor. I'm a manager here for communications. Yes, for my department. I don't want to tell you where I work. But I work for the courts. And, to certain people, but, some people that answer the phone when I call that I know they work from home, they have no shame in their game. The lady was making tea. The kettle was screaming I want to be like, you want to go get that together and then come on back and we can have this conversation? Because it's not good in the background. It sounds like that shit is about to blow the roof off the motherfucker. So yeah, I just wanted to ask that. So when I basically, again, I was saying, this week I had several appointments, and this is how the 45 really got real to me because it's coming with a whole bunch of different tests. I went and got my physical done. I got my teeth cleaned for my 6 months, and I also went and had to get certain brackets pulled off my goddamn teeth for my braces, and they had to reposition them. And so I'm starting back on zero with my braces. So when I was like, when she was like, what color do you want? And I was like, power band, right? And she was like, oh no power bands today. She was like, we're back at the beginning kind of because we had to reposition brackets. And I was like, come on, I just got used to the power band. Power band means you almost in the home stretch where you don't have that far to go to get these motherfuckers off. And that shit told me, bitch, we starting over. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, I guess green. So it's one tooth that feels like somebody keeps putting a knuckle sandwich into that motherfucker. And I'm just like, can I just pull this one out? Because the pressure on it is just, ha. It's ridiculous. But yeah, they tried to make it like, just have a milkshake. Treat yourself for a milkshake for dinner. I was like, my fat ass don't need no milkshake. No, I'm not fat. I'm healthy. But I don't need to add milkshake to the menu today. I'll do soup. I can do that, and then I left and I was like, I should get a goddamn milkshake. This goddamn tooth though. But I was good. I ate the way I was supposed to go. And then, the doctor, they had the EKG, and you just like, as a woman, you're going into these appointments and you're just like, oh my gosh, you don't know what to even expect, because I'm feeling like the physical, y'all throwing little extra situations and fucking shit in I didn't know that I was here for. That lady was like, get undressed, but keep your panties on. And I was like, we're not at the G-Bio. What are we about to do? I thought we were doing a physical. Heart, check the lungs, look in my ear, make sure there's no wax in there, like kick my knee, hit my knee with the reflex, the little hammer thing that they do to check your reflexes. They don't do that shit no more. Check the bottom of your feet, make sure ain't no signs look like you got diabetes. Those things. I was like, well, why I gotta have my tits out? Like, why, what you gonna do? Huh? Annie, I'm not okay. So then you're just laying there and then they're trying to talk to you. And I was pissed when I went in, because this is the first time I've been to this doctor, because my doctor left and I had to find a new doctor. And I did a virtual appointment with her before I went to go and see her for the physical. And she's very nice. And, she kind of was on the same wave of my last doctor. So I was like, that's cool. So I never been to her office. And so when you put the address in, it brought me to another place, but it was taking me down the escalator. And I'm like, now every fucking thing over here says 118. So 118 where? So then I called and then the bitch was about to put me on hold. And I was like, I am somewhere in the vicinity and I need to know exactly where you are. We're by Marshall's. I'm like, where the fuck is Marshall's? I'm over here by goddamn California Pizza Kitchen. So I had to get back in the car, and I think that pissed me off. And then I didn't eat. I didn't have no coffee. And I was trying to keep everything clean because I felt like they're going to do blood. And if you had eaten, it was going to fuck the sugar count up and all of this shit. So seemed like I got my results back and everything seems to be pretty cool and everything like that. She hasn't called me to say she wants to put me on any kind of medications, but I'm still waiting. So, other than that, my cholesterol was a little high, but I think it's because of the fact that I like salmon, and salmon has a lot more than eggs. And I was like, who fucking knew? So that's the only seafood I eat is salmon. So, anyway, did the EKG. That was great. Pressure was great. All this was great. No wax build up in the ears. All that was good, And then she was like, I was telling her, it was my birthday. I was letting her know everything. Because I think at this age, a little bit, maybe a little, in your, 42 or so, you become more transparent. You really don't give a fuck. You really don't. Your patience is like, I don't even have it to give. So, I was just letting her know I'm a medical marijuana holder. And, she's like, that's great. I'm like, okay, cool. And then, she's like, what else comes with 45? And I was like, no. What? She said, a colonoscopy. And I was like, we're not running hose tubes in my ass. I wouldn't be awake for it. And I'm not shying away to say like, oh, that's going to hurt. Not every girl. But I'm sure for the majority, I don't know where your sex play level is, but I don't mind a finger in the ass, it's, if you got to do things right, and that's where it comes to being, taking your time, but take your time. But yeah, I felt like, you give me a little lube, we good. But she was saying you could also do the color guard. And I was like, color guard? Fucking swinging a goddamn color stick around outside. No, color guard. And I was like, okay. I was like, so that's what she's like, yeah, you put the little sample. Okay, so we put shit in the box. And then UPS comes and picks it up. Yeah, give me the box for 1,000, please, Bob. I'd rather do that. And only because of the fact that I don't really have anybody to pick me up like that and bring me back home. I have friends that don't drive, don't have a permit, don't even have a fucking license, let alone a set of car keys. Okay, so with that being said, I chose this, and it's every 3 years, and I think the colonoscopy is every 10. So maybe I'll go and do that one, maybe, later on in life or whatever. Yeah, because she was like, the anesthesia and you could be kind of woozy. And I was like, well, damn, how long and far do they run this tube up your ass? Like maybe I don't need anesthesia. If y'all just do the lube correctly, we'll be all right, So anyway, I'm waiting for that to come. And, yeah, so whatever. So yeah, 45, like I said, it has been a little different. As far as the wake up, not really to say like there's been no major changes or anything like that. I do notice that, it does take me sometimes a minute to kind of get my thoughts together as far as me talking. If it's something I do on a repetitive, it's, just continuously, it's a part of my routine. I got that. But to do something a little different or speak about something else, it's a little off kilter for me. I have, like I said, been reading my books. And when I read, because again, I think for me reading a book, I like to read as if I have an audience in front of me, like I'm, the librarian and you're sitting on my magic carpet. Nothing is coming out correctly. In my head, I know what I get it. Don't take it any other way, you guys, but this is just, like I said, I feel like I'm reading to an audience, like as if I'm teaching, if you will, with driving school. So I'm speaking aloud and, giving everybody the story and the tea. And that's how I like to read. So when I do my reading, which I might have to kind of switch it around and start doing it at night so that my eyes can get tired. And I think that's the thing now. I have to kind of trick myself within sleep. So I can go to sleep. But yeah, you lose your sleep. You can't do what you used to do. And now I do get it. I get it for the fact that if I could just be turning back time again, I would love to take a goddamn nap. You say nap time? Nap time it fucking is. Yes, I need a nap. I want a nap. So I'm going to go back onto Carrigan's show next Saturday. Dope panel I think we got coming, and I will give you more of the tea. That's why I won't be here, along with another friend of mine who is celebrating her birthday, another fellow Virgo, and we're doing something, an escape room next week. So yeah, really, waiting and looking forward to that. So yeah, that's why I'll flip you guys on the flip side. So before I go, I just want to know if any of this is normal for you guys. If you find yourself doing this, is this 45-ish? Is it old? Is it very cracking of bones? Very over 40? Very not young anymore? Okay. Is it 45 to make a noise when you pick up something or reaching for it? Is it subconscious? Like that was like a bit painful. Like you make this noise or you say, slight, like, ugh, but it's there, like it didn't hurt you or anything to just pick that up. You just, that's the noise you make. Like, like it was just so much for you to do that. Do you find yourself making these noises for just no fucking reason? It's like it was a bit painful. Okay, think about it. Is it 45? You just get choked off of nothing, like coughing from nowhere, like just all of a sudden you get choked up. Like it just catch you off guard. Like I didn't even take a drink or nothing. Like we not eating anything. Like this is just a reflex in the body? Because everything else inside the body is, of course, getting older with you. But I've found myself just, excuse me, like, see, that shit, like, I would do something like that. That, I was just giving an example. Nothing happened to me over here. Don't be concerned. Don't call the cops. But it be things like that. It's just so out of nowhere. You're asking your kids something and they answer, or you think you asked them something else. So in your mind, you have to like check yourself. And then you make it all like you were joking, but you forgot and you fucked up. Like, you have to kind of believe them though, like, because 90% of their right mind is still good with them. And your shit is kind of on the fucking 50-50 half. And you like really have to question yourself, like, maybe I did not. Maybe that's not what I asked. Maybe I didn't say that shit at all. Okay. Yep. You can do like, just thousands of posts, and it's to remember random shit. Like, you got to write post-its, like thousands of post-its just around, just to put down things. Like, fuck just the calendar, but you got post-its around, like everything is written down, even like you've changed a password, or you got to tell yourself, don't forget to mail that out. You got little separate certain piles just for certain things. I'm very well organized and together. It just seems like, I guess, because of the fact of me being older and I have a kid and I got to keep up with his shit a little bit more because, his shit is evolving and so is mine. And I ain't as, good. And I had to tell him the other day, like, listen, I might say certain things or whatever, like 9 times out of 10, I am still on point. I do forget a couple of things at times, so bear with me. But yeah, I mean, I'm still glad to know that my mom ears still work and I can still hear the mumbling under his breath or the smart ass remarks and stuff, things he says, where he thinks I'm not. Okay. You highlight everything, you cook way more exotic. You make up your own fucking recipes because the way of your taste buds are different now. I'm starting to like see I'm adding more like spicy shit, to like my little things lately, giving it a little more kicks and pizzazz, like my other seasonings. And I do season my food well, so don't get it twisted, bitch. I'm just saying, I feel like I need something like more of that York peppermint patty, sensation and, and the creation. But yeah, I can't more so say anything on the sex part or anything right now. I'm celibate. Not by choice. But it's okay. I don't mind it. I'm not going to just go fuck random poles out here and shit, just because, I can do that myself. But I'm sure I would probably be more creative or, because see, here's the thing, because I want a thriving sex life. I do. I live for that. And so I don't want my knees to be on weak level, So I ride my bike and I do my exercise and my cardio and stuff. I try to keep my knees together. As long as I can still do the drop down and get your eagle on, girl, for at least a couple of minutes, I feel like I'm fucking still doing pretty okay, especially in the knee department. So, my thing is I want to be able to enjoy things, is to not have to tap myself out of something because of the fact that my knees don't make it through, so I don't know. Maybe I can add on to this list a little bit later in life if things do pick up sooner than what I think that they will or should or whatever. And again, like I said, it comes back with the patience of everything. It's like, it'll be what it's going to be whenever it's going to be. And, it will happen when it happens. So, and that's how I feel. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Make sure you tune in. The Kay Rene Show live edition, baby, will be up check out later this evening or tomorrow. You know how I do. May not be today, but you might catch it definitely tomorrow in the afternoon. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get the alerts. Make sure that you, again, like, comment, please, feedback. I love it when you do that. I love it when you call me Big Papa, for my shows and my content, anything, everything, whatever. So I will talk to you guys in 2 weeks. If you've missed anything, you got time to catch up, take your time and catch up on the latest episodes in the past. And you can even go back to some of my older seasons. Those are also on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, you can find them everywhere. Like I said, all streaming platforms. You guys have a blessed day. Have an even better week. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.